Welcome back. So in this very video, we will be taking up the next 5 questions of second chapter of 11th class NCERT chemistry back exercise, that is structure of atom. So in this very video, we will be covering question number 46 to question number 50. All right. So let us now move into question number 46 and see what is the statement for it and how we can solve it. So the question number 46 is, nitrogen laser produces a radiation at a wavelength of 337.1 nanometer. If the number of photons emitted is 5.6 into 10 raised to the power 24, calculate the power of this laser. Okay, so we have been given how many photons are getting released and what is the wavelength of one photon. And we need to find out the total energy. So wavelength has been given, the total number of photons have been given. So E equal to NHC upon lambda. Directly you can just use this formula. Power is the energy. Okay. So here the number of photons has been given to be equal to 5.6 into 10 raised to the power 24 into 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second into 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon lambda is 337.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. So this is coming out to be equal to 5.6 multiplied by 6.63 multiplied by 3 divided by 337.1. So it is coming out to be equal to 0.3304 into 10 raised to the power 24 minus 34 plus 8 minus 9 plus 8 plus 9 7. So this is the value of energy. So you can just convert this into scientific notation. All right. Let us now move into question number 47. Question number 47 is, neon gas is generally used in the signboards if it emits strongly at 616 nanometer. So lambda has been given 616 nanometer. We need to find out the frequency of emission. Then we need to find out the distance traveled by this radiation in 30 seconds. Then we need to find out the energy of the quantum. And lastly, we need to find out the number of quanta present if it produces 2 joule of energy. If it is producing 2 joule of energy, what will be the number of quanta present? So now we just can find out nu from lambda. So nu is equal to C upon lambda equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon lambda is 616 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. So it will come out to be equal to 3 divided by 616. So it is coming out to be equal to 0.0048 into 10 raised to the power 17 per second. Okay. All right. So now let us move into, you can convert this into scientific notation. So distance is equal to time into frequency into lambda, that is wavelength. So it will be equal to, time is 30 seconds, frequency is 0.0048 into 10 raised to the power 17 per second. Wavelength is 616 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. So it will come out to be equal to 30 multiplied by 0.0048 multiplied by 616. So it is coming out to be equal to 88.704 into 10 raised to the power 17 minus 9, 8. 17 minus 9. Okay, 10 raised to the power 8 meter. So this will be the distance covered by that particular quantum in 30 seconds. Okay, now let us move into the next part, that is we need to find out the energy of the quantum. So energy, either you can use nu to find out energy or you can use lambda. So E is equal to h nu. It will be equal to 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second multiplied by nu is 0.0048 into 10 raised to the power 17 per second. So it is coming out to be equal to 6.63 multiplied by 0.0048. So it is coming out to be equal to 0.032 into 10 raised to the power minus 17 joule. So this will be the energy of one photon or one quantum. Okay. Last part is we need to find out the number of quanta. So number of quanta, we can just find out total energy upon energy of one quantum. Number of quanta is equal to total energy upon energy of one quantum. So the total energy is 2 joule. Energy of one quantum is 0.032 into 10 raised to the power minus 17 joule. So it will come out to be equal to 2 divided by 0.032, 62.5 into 10 raised to the power 17. So these many photons will be producing 2 joule of energy. So you can just convert it into scientific notation, and I'm moving into the next question. Just pause this video, convert it into scientific notation, and then watch the next part, okay? So question number 48 is on the next page. So it states that in astronomical observations, signals observed from the distant stars are generally weak. If the photon detector receives a total of 3.15 into 10 raised to the power minus 18 joule, that is, we have been given that how much energy the detector is receiving from the radiation of 600 nanometer. So the wavelength of radiation is 600 nanometer. The total energy that is received by the detector, it is 3.15 into 10 raised to the power minus 18 joule. We need to calculate the number of photons received. Simple. Okay, so we can just, I'm just clearing the screen off, all right. So question number 48, total energy has been given. We need to find out the number of photons. We have been given the wavelength. So E is equal to NHC upon lambda. We need to find out N. So N will be equal to E lambda upon HC. Value of E is 3.15 into 10 raised to the power minus 18 joule. Lambda is 600 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter upon H is 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second into 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. So this will be equal to 3.15 into 600 divided by 6.63 divided by 3. So it is coming out to be equal to 95.02 into 10 raised to the power. So it will be minus 18 minus 9, okay, minus 18 minus 9 minus 8 plus 34. Okay, so it is coming out to be equal to 10 raised to the power minus 1. So it will be 9.5, or we can say approximately equal to 10. So 10 photons will be received by the detector. Okay, so let us now move into question number 49. So what is the statement for question number 49? Lifetimes of the molecules in the excited states are often measured by using pulsed radiation source of duration nearly in the nanosecond range. Okay, so molecules which are in the excited state, and we need to find out what is the lifetime of the excited state, that for how much time the atom will remain in the excited state, that is measured by using pulsed radiation source of duration nearly in nanosecond range. If the radiation source has the duration of 2 nanosecond and the number of photons emitted during the pulse source is 2.5 into 10 raised to the power 15, calculate the energy of the source. Okay, so question number 49. We have been given the duration of the pulsed radiation source is 2 nanosecond. Okay, the number of photons has been given to be equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to the power 15. This is the total number of photons that are emitted during the pulsed radiation. Okay, we need to find out the energy of the source. Okay, so for the duration has been given 2 nanosecond. Okay, frequency is equal to 1/2 nanosecond equal to 1/2 into 10 raised to the power -9 second. It will be equal to 0.5 into 10 raised to the power 9 per second. So this will be the frequency. We have been given the frequency. We have the total number of photons. We can find out the energy. So energy will be equal to NH nu. It will be equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to the power 15 multiplied by 6.63 into 10 raised to the power -34 joule second multiplied by 0.5 into 10 raised to the power 9 per second. So it will be equal to 2.5 multiplied by 6.63 multiplied by 0.5. It is equal to 8.29 into 10 raised to the power -34 plus 15 plus 9. So it is coming out to be equal to -10. So this much energy will be associated with the source. Okay. All right. So now let us move into question number 50. I'm just clearing my screen off. Question number 50 is the longest wavelength doublet absorption transition is observed at λ1. We can take it as equal to 589 nanometer and λ2 is equal to 589.6 nanometer. So this statement says there is a spectrum, absorption spectrum, and a doublet is obtained. So doublet is when one line is there in the spectrum and it gets splitted into two lines. That is what we know, what we call as doublet. So the wavelength of one of the lines in the doublet is 589 nanometer and the wavelength of the other line in the doublet is 589.6 nanometer. Okay, calculate the frequency of each transition and energy difference between the two excited states. Energy difference between the two excited states and what is the frequency of each transition. So we need to calculate nu1 and nu2. So nu1 is equal to, what will be nu1? C upon λ1. Nu2 is equal to C upon λ2. So it is equal to, C is 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon 589 into 10 raised to the power -9 meter. So this will come out to be equal to 3 divided by 589. It is coming out to be equal to 0.0051 into 10 raised to the power 17 per second. So this is the frequency. You can convert it into scientific notation. Okay. 3.0 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second upon 589.6 into 10 raised to the power -9 meter. So this will be equal to 3 divided by 589.6. 3 divided by 589.6. It is coming out to be equal to 0.00508. So I think here also we need to take the next decimal place so that the calculation, it does not come out, difference does not come out to be equal to 0 when we calculate the difference between the energy. Okay, so we can just take, it is 509. It is 509 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 17 per second. Okay, now we need to find out what is the energy difference. So delta E, energy difference will be equal to H nu2 minus nu1. 6.63 into 10 raised to the power -34 joule second. Nu2 is 0.00508 0.00508 minus 0.00509 into 10 raised to the power 17 per second. So it will come out to be equal to, the difference is very, very small, negligible difference is there. 509. So it will be delta E will be, you will be looking at it as negative energy value. Okay. So you can take the mod of it. Okay. So here you can just multiply this with 6.63. So it is coming out to be equal to 0.0000063 into 10 raised to the power minus 17 joule. Okay, so we take the mod of it because it is the difference in energy. We can take the mod. So you can just convert this into the scientific notation. Very small difference between the energy is there. All right. So this is all for this very video. Next, we will be moving into next 5 questions. That is question number 51 to question number 55. Okay. So I will see you in the next video. All right.